The way that she controls the game and play makes and gets everybody involved, but also, the step backs and her shot. She reminds me a lot of Luka in the sense of like they both can control the game so well.
These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan, they cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried. People believe what we say on television. Just because people don't like you or your personality, they can't get on TV and slander you. It's just total bullshit.
Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girl.
Caitlin Clark is turning the WNBA upside down, and doing it with style. Her fearless flair on the court isn't just grabbing headlines, spotlight a little brighter. But Clark's influence doesn't end with the WNBA. Her game is making waves across the NBA too, drawing attention and admiration from some of the biggest names in the sport. With her meteoric rise has come an avalanche of attention. While much of it is praise, not everyone's clapping. Some voices within the WNBA have grown sharp, questioning her spotlight and stirring controversy. As her star rises, so does the scrutiny and the pressure, but she's not facing it alone. NBA icons, who know all too well the pressure of the limelight and the weight of expectation, are standing behind her. Their support isn't just about talent, it's about respect. These stars see in Caitlin Clark something familiar, a once-in-a-generation competitor rewriting the rules. Her presence is already changing the landscape for the Indiana Fever. With a no-quit mentality and a hunger to win, Clark is leading a new era for the franchise. It's not a question of if they'll become contenders, it's when. Caitlin's drive has always been her secret weapon. It packed college arenas, and now it's doing the same for the pros. Fans who followed her journey from Iowa have stayed loyal. And now, WNBA stadiums are buzzing with energy every time she hits the court. And it's not just the fans taking notice. NBA guard Kobe White has become one of her most vocal supporters. His admiration for Caitlin Clark is heartfelt and real, celebrating her fearless play, slick highlights, and undeniable swagger. White's respect is a reflection of what many in the league see. Clark isn't just making an impact. She's redefining what's possible in the women's game. And with every game, she's proving exactly why the hype is justified. Caitlin Clark isn't just having a moment. She's building a movement.
Supporting Caitlin Clark for a while and what she's been doing for the games. This is my first time seeing him in person, so it's been dope.
What was it like when you saw her hit that three?
Which one? The one that broke the record was crazy. I think she put up 2 feet beyond half court, so for me to see it in person, she's legit. She's the best. So she's the GOAT. So her skill set far exceeds everyone else.
When Patrick Beverley speaks, you know it's going to be real, and his take on Caitlin Clark is no exception. Beverley didn't mince words. If Caitlin Clark's name is attached to a moment, good or bad, it's going viral. Whether it's a pinpoint assist or a flagrant foul, if she's in the frame, the spotlight follows. And speaking of fouls, the rough treatment Caitlin's faced on the court hasn't slipped past Beverley, or anyone for that matter. Some have even compared it to Pat Bev's own gritty, no-holds-barred style in the NBA. But instead of criticizing, Beverley showed nothing but respect. He praised Clark for how she's handled the physical play and high-pressure environment with poise beyond her years. On a recent appearance with Gilbert Arenas, Beverley shared that he's hit the court with WNBA players and came away impressed by their sharp skill sets. Among them, Caitlin stood out, not because of raw athleticism, but because of her basketball brain and next-level feel for the game. And in true Beverley fashion, he kept it real, with a final reminder. Caitlin Clark, pulling more attention to the WNBA, that's not a problem. It's a power move. And everyone in the league stands to benefit.
This woman, Caitlin Clark, she's not the tallest. She doesn't have a crazy frame that, but she got women's basketball on lock right now. And she hasn't really been in it in a while. And a lot of people haven't seen a lot of it. Anything that happens with her is going to be magnified, right? Which is great for the WNBA.
Add another superstar to the list of Caitlin Clark admirers. This time, it's Luka Doncic. The Dallas Mavericks phenom and international icon isn't known for handing out praise lightly. Luka's the kind of player who thrives on competition, never backs down from trash talk, and believes he can outplay anyone on the court. So when he stops to show love to Caitlin Clark, you know it means something. Luka sees the same thing fans and analysts do. Clark and Doncic share a rare blend of flair, vision, and killer instinct. Both can take over a game in an instant. Both rose to stardom by leading with skill, smarts, and swagger. And both are changing the narrative in their leagues. But Luka didn't just nod in approval. He went a step further. Not only did he call Clark, a legend in the making, he straight up said she might be a better shooter than he is. That's no throwaway compliment. That's coming from one of the most confident and skilled scorers in the NBA. And it says a lot. Caitlin Clark isn't just earning fans. She's earning respect from the game's elite. And if Luka Doncic is tipping his hat, the entire basketball world should be paying attention.
It's a woman, Steph Curry. She can shoot it better than me.
Caitlin Clark may be blazing her own trail, but look closely, and you'll see it mirrors the meteoric rise of Luka Doncic in all the right ways. Like Luka, Caitlin entered the pros with massive expectations on her shoulders. And just like him, she's proving that the hype was only the beginning. One of the earliest signs, nearly clinching Rookie of the Year unanimously. Luka missed perfection by just 2 votes. Caitlin, by only 1. That kind of near sweep isn't luck. It's the mark of a generational talent making instant waves. Luka has already lived up to the billing, breaking records, reshaping offensive play, and redefining what a modern NBA superstar looks like. Now, Caitlin is doing the same for the WNBA. She's not just performing, she's transforming. With each game, she's turning heads, shifting narratives, and raising the bar. Just like Luka, she's becoming more than a player. She's becoming a movement. If Luka Doncic redefined what's possible in the NBA, Caitlin Clark is doing the same for women's basketball. The face of the WNBA? That's just the beginning. She's carving out a legacy and changing the game along the way.
Caitlin, congratulations on an amazing season. Rookie of the Year is a big honor. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Caitlin Clark isn't just turning heads. She's drawing parallels to another young phenom already lighting up the Indiana basketball scene, Tyrese Halliburton. And the similarities? They're striking. Both Clark and Halliburton are lethal, from deep, stretching defenses with their three-point shooting and using that space to thread needle-sharp passes. They're not just scorers, they're floor generals, visionaries who elevate everyone around them, but their connection goes beyond play style. They've each been dropped into the heart of basketball country, Indiana. A place where the game isn't just loved, it's lived. And just like Tyrese quickly became the face of the Pacers, Caitlin is already capturing the soul of Fever fans. So when Caitlin landed in Indy, it was only natural for the spotlight to shift to Halliburton. What does he think? What advice would he give? His answer was simple. He welcomes her like family. Because now, Indiana has not 1, but 2 rising stars ready to carry the torch. The state that lives for basketball just got a whole lot brighter.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her to be here. I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city. You know, a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, you know, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, you know, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization. And just look forward to, you know, watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now. You know, now she's with the good guys.
Caitlin Clark and Tyrese Halliburton are forming a strong bond in Indiana. They keep up with each other's games and share a deep respect. Tyrese even says, Caitlin sparked his interest in the WNBA more than ever. With both stars rising fast, fans are hoping the Fever can follow the Pacers' lead, turning potential into real playoff promise. Indiana's future is looking bright on both sides of the court.
And it's been really cool to see her growth this last year, and the Fever as a whole, to see Kelsey get some playoff experience, and just the whole group, Aaliyah, the whole group. Just really cool to follow the team, and it's unfortunate that they lost, but they're a young group. They'll be back for success, and now locked in, watching more WNBA. Because
just when the Caitlin Clark conversation couldn't get any hotter, Shaquille O'Neal jumped in with some heavyweight support. On Angel Reese's podcast, yes, that podcast, Shaq didn't flinch, with one of Clark's loudest critics sitting across from him. The Big Diesel doubled down, calling Caitlin great and making it known she's the real deal. It was bold, it was powerful, and even the critics had to take notice. When a legend like Shaq speaks up, people listen. Now let's hear exactly what he had to say.
And I was a hater because, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot, man. Like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth.
Pressure like Caitlin Clark's would rattle almost anyone, but not her. And that's exactly what's caught Anthony Davis's eye. The Lakers star knows what it's like to enter the league under a microscope. From #1 pick to franchise cornerstone, Davis has lived through the hype, the headlines, and the heat. He's also seen how the best handle it, especially his teammate LeBron James, the ultimate example of grace under pressure. So when AD praises Caitlin for staying locked in through the noise, that's no small thing. Davis sees something special in her: resilience, poise, and a fire that doesn't fade under the spotlight. He believes she's built for the long run, and he's betting on her to thrive.
I think she handles all the criticism and everything that's going on, fairly well. She never let nothing knock her off her square, man. I just saw the interview when she was and they asked her about not being on the Olympic team.
What a great answer she gave.
Great answer. I think she'll be fine, and all the stuff about the physicality and it comes with the league.
It comes with it, yeah.
No, you're a rookie.
Physicality is a hot topic in the WNBA right now, especially when it comes to Caitlin Clark. With the league gaining more attention, comparisons to the NBA are natural. Even NBA champ Michael Porter Jr. recently shared his thoughts on how Caitlin might handle the tougher, more physical NBA game. While he wasn't all praise, the very fact Caitlin is part of that conversation says a lot. Being measured against NBA-level talent is a huge compliment, and proof of just how much she's grown.
Caitlin's cold. That's the one girl that I was okay, if she was in an NBA game, on defense, she would get cooked. Offensively, she'll knock down some corner threes or a swing three. She actually would, because she can shoot from that far,
LeBron James knows pressure, and he sees it in Caitlin Clark. He entered the league with massive hype, just like her. Now, he's praising Caitlin for her humility, work ethic, and focus. If LeBron sees greatness in her, the rest of us should pay attention.